Hello, hello! Welcome back to another Genshin Impact replay stream. We are picking up where we left off last week, but first of all, something absolutely wonderful happened over this last week when I was just doing some basic account maintenance stuff, and I did all of my wishing, and guess who we got? Yeah! The thing is, I've been trying to get Nahida because she'll be super helpful to have later whenever we reach Sumeru for all, the mind reading of random citizens. However, if I was going to lose the 50-50 to anyone, I'm so glad it was Diluc, which means we have half of the canon party of who we should be having for this quest. Here he is. Ah, Diluc. I probably should not have Diluc out for talking to Diluc.
Well, that's not bad.
It feels wrong to have Kaya out at this point as well. Hi.
The Abyss Order. Enemies of the human race. Even the underground networks rarely come across any information on them. With that said, it was a bit of a hassle, but I managed to dig up a few clues.
Really? That quickly? You really are well connected, Master Diluc.
Come to think of it, Mr. Big Animo God Barbados, why exactly do you need the help of mere humans?
How do I put it? The Seven, as people now know them, were once known as the Seven Archons. Each Archon presides over their own part of Teyvat. That is the role the Archons play. Only in performing this duty can we attain power. But I don't like the idea of ruling Mondstadt, and I don't feel Mondstadt would really like it either.
Go forth and establish a city of freedom without rule. We have not forgotten Barbados's wish for Mondstadt.
Jean, you're such a devotee.
Yeah, Jean, stop being such a simp.
Maybe someone got a little too free and is just too lazy to care.
However it may have come to be, I haven't been back to Mondstadt for an extended period of time.
Venti, the last time you took a break that long, a fascist government took over.
Without a doubt, I am now the weakest Archon among the Seven.
I guess that's why you're the god to the City of Freedom.
Aw, you flatter me.
Oh, such a humble god. Is it a blessing or a curse? But we digress. Let's get back to the topic at hand. The common enemy of all mankind. We have tracked the Abyss Mage to the vicinity of the winery.
I cannot stress enough how important it is to not let it escape.
Let's hunt it down. Song of the Dragon and Freedom. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that we got Diluc. Oh my gosh, Winery King. Mondstadt's own Batman. Yeah, let's go beat up an Abyss Mage.
Verdict is?
Oh, he's so cool.
Huh? What's this? After the Abyss Mage was defeated, a certain energy dispersed from its body. It seems that energy was being used to cut off the connection between me and Dvalin. Huh. Do you know of Stormterror's Lair?
I think I've heard people talking about it in Mondstadt.
Of course. I believe the people of Mondstadt all know of it. After Dvalin woke up, he took the ancient ruins as his lair. As it was with the storms that previously cut Mondstadt off from the outside world, the entrance to the ruins is also sealed by a special barrier. But now, as the energy dispersed from the Abyss Mage, I was able to read the rhythmic flow of how the barrier's magic was woven. I must admit, it sounds even more horrendous than a chorus of hilly churls, but it should be enough to let us break through the storm barrier and reach Stormterror's lair.
Be nice, Venti. They're trying their best. I'm sure the hilly churls enjoy their own music very much.
Which means we're going to confront Dvalin? I'm fine with that. Jean is the one who wishes to avoid any direct confrontation.
No. When there are no other options left, it is my responsibility to alter our course of action. If slaying him is our only choice, I will gladly become the knight that leads the charge.
Fortunately, we have yet to need to go that far.
By that, you mean...
I mean that the Holy Lyre is not our trump card. Our real trump card? The Traveler, of course.
The Traveler?
Is it because I purified the teardrop crystal? Or is it because I can fight?
Correct.
Both.
But you have a much more precious forte. The impurities in the tears and the curse that binds Dvalin belong to the same maleficent power. Which means...
You tone-deaf bard! Don't you see how crazy this is? You've seen what Dvalin is like when he's ticked off. She'll be swallowed whole before she even gets to lift a finger.
Weren't we just talking about how I can fight?
Hey. Nice plan. Worth a shot.
I am with you, honorary knight.
Oh, so we just need to fight monsters from the abyss and a dragon. No pressure or anything.
Humans aren't without their strengths. Let's go.
And so, epic actions of brave heroes finally leads to this 11th hour.
To Stormterror's lair we go. Oh, give me just 1 second here. Alright, there we go. Oh. We just don't want to fight you. Don't actually, you know what? We've got Diluc out. He absolutely wants to fight them. Oh, gosh.
Freeze!
Oh man, I've been playing a bunch of Honkai Star Rail this last week because it just launched a couple days ago, and I have missed elemental reactions. Now, real quick, we're actually going to take a quick detour back over here and do some cooking. Because if I remember correctly, I think our food is... yeah, our food's running a little low. Ooh. We are weak. Hi, Lynn. Do you mind if I use your cooking pot real quick? Thank you. Made some cheese over the last couple days. Oh, Mondstadt hash browns, my beloved. There we go. Alright. Now we're good to go. We'll just hop in from this waypoint. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Man, I want his coat. It just looks like cozy and classy. I would wear that coat all the time too if I was him. Y'all hilly trolls better be glad I'm in a hurry. Oh, there it is. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Okay. I think we might need to go around. Oh, we just gotta drop down there. I'm doing pretty well. It's, oh gosh, it is ungodly hot today. Well, I mean, not hot if you're from a hot climate, but in the Pacific Northwest, it tends to be a little bit cooler, so like 70 degrees is toasty. But yeah, doing pretty good. I did some wishing this last week. We got Diluc, which is the best possible way to lose the 50-50 because it means we can add him to our party for this quest. Oh yeah, he's fantastic. I love our Mondstadt Batman. Oh, we'll come back for that chest later.
It's a storm barrier. It looks so dangerous.
Leave it to me. Although this wooden lyre is all I have, I don't need the lyre to break through this kind of storm barrier. Wait, what is that?
The audacity.
Prepare yourselves!
So they have chosen
The stage will need to be cleared before
Death.
I can begin my performance. Generally speaking, such chores are not the concerns of the performer himself.
Wait, what's going on? There shouldn't be any hilly trail camps in the vicinity of Stormterror's lair.
What's the hurry? Cool it! Ha!
Ouchie. I know, they're so rude.
Come a little closer.
Hey, don't you run away.
Windblade.
There we go.
The hilly trolls usually do not venture into areas with high elemental concentrations. It puts a heavy burden on their bodies.
The Abyss Order must be manipulating them behind the scenes, yet they shouldn't have been able to determine that we would come. They're presumably spreading their forces to halt our plans.
Without further ado, I suppose I can play faster if my only audience is the wind.
It actually opened. You're not entirely useless, Tone Deaf Bard.
This is it. We are now entering Stormterror's lair. Watch yourselves. Let's move.
Oh, have I done the new event yet? No, not yet. I'm gonna get started on that later today, especially because I want to get to see all of the potential extra open world interactions that are there on the specific days. I missed all the ones for Windbloom because I didn't realize that like the ones for, you know, day 1 wouldn't be available on day 2 and so on. But I am planning to record, not necessarily stream, but like record that one, and then when I get to that point when that event is in the replay, I might go like re-experience it in that way.
Looks like this is the front gate to Stormterror's lair. The gate is enormous compared to us. But still, Paimon wonders how Dvalin gets in there with a body that huge.
He doesn't walk in, he flies in.
Oh. You do have a point.
But yeah, I'm so excited for Kaveh. Oh my gosh, like on my main account, I have so many Primogems saved up specifically for Kaveh. Like Baiju would be nice, but Kaveh's where it's at. And once I have him, I'll have the whole like game night group, you know, with like Sino, Tainari, Alhaitham, and Kaveh. it. Oh my gosh, old Mondstadt.
It's stuck.
It's stuck!
Oh my gosh, Venti.
Hey, check out that roof. Is there a giant hole in it?
Paimon, there are so many holes in the roofs here. You're in the middle of some ruins.
I suppose we could make use of that wind current.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up.
Let's make a detour then. Heading up!
Oh my gosh, you little shit.
Do you think there will be abyss mages hiding in the ruins? Either way, if we do run into one, we will let the victorious Master Diluc do the...
Do not underestimate them just because I have beaten one of them before. I'm not boasting. I'm simply saying there is more to the Abyss Order than a few mages.
Correct! That's why I tagged along after all. Well, that and also for your safety. Why am I so diligent? Too diligent for a poet, in fact.
So says the person that made zero effort to search for the dragon tears and drank in the tavern all day. Paimon doesn't get it. What part of you is remotely diligent?
Look, he works hard when it matters. Oh, that was not... Oh no! Oh no! Let's just... It's alright, it's alright. It's like it never happened. Let's just... Alright. It's alright, he's fine. Just a scratch. Oh, where did that wind current go? Oh, there it is. Oh god, alright. Merely a flesh wound.
You're in for a little shock.
Be gone!
I love the Stormterror's Lair old Mondstadt music. And I think it was such a good choice from the sound design perspective to have the music not change when you're in combat in this region. Because it really helps add to that sort of ancient tragedy and old forgotten aspect. Oh. Too soon.
Look, a wind current! It might lead us to the top of the tower.
There we go. Ooh, Continental Explorer. There we go. Ooh. Ah, ruin guards. Oh, weird statue. Like we haven't seen these before. All right. Up we go.
Oh, we can't advance any further. The ruins seem to be guarded by ancient seals.
Is this the work of Dvalin?
No. These ruins were once part of an ancient city. Dvalin just happens to be nesting in these ruins for now. These ruins even predate the existence of the Four Winds. Mondstadt is a city without a ruler. However, before it was ruled over by a tyrant. Anyway, I'll sing you that story when we have a chance in the future.
Ah, that very deeply personal and painful story for
The
him.
markings on this seal. If my archaeological knowledge is not mistaken, this appears to be a light act.
Light actuator.
If we retrieve and reintegrate all the parts, we should be able to get it working.
We should be close to completing the ceremony for this actuator. Let's put the last part back and see.
Oh, this is awkward. It's like the Spider-Man meme.
What are you waiting for? Go unlock the light actuator.
Okay, okay.
Okay, give it a go. If you don't try, you'll never know.
He could not resist a rhyme.
There's no time to waste. We need to get these light actuators unlocked.
Yeah, they do kind of act like they're on the clock, but in their defense, they kind of are. You know, Venti's thousands of years old,
A reward on the
and
road.
he's been through huge threats to Mondstadt before and dealt with them appropriately. For Jean and Diluc, you know, they're mortal, their lives are much shorter, and also they have a lot of deep personal sense of responsibility over Mondstadt. Not that Venti doesn't, but I think Venti has more of a sense of the scale of time, you know, and that a day in the face of eternity isn't very much. Yeah, Jean's... Oh my gosh, Jean is so strong. I love her so much. Jean is mom.
Looks like we're right. There are 3 more halos circling the tower.
Which means there are 3 more corresponding light actuators to activate. I can see one from here. The rest must be scattered within the ruins around here. Let's go find them.
Why did Dvalin pick a place filled with puzzles and seals as his lair? Doesn't he get annoyed coming back home?
He doesn't walk in. He flies in.
You do have a point.
Never encountered such annoying historical relics as these. That's saying something coming from someone as old as you.
We've come this far. There's no turning back now. We'll just have to deal with them one by one.
It seems there are 3 of them. Looks like they can only be unlocked one at a time.
Alright. That sounds like a indirect way of saying, we'll just wait here, you go deal with it. Okay, it's puzzle solving time. You know, the scale of old Mondstadt always kind of blows me away when you compare it to what Mondstadt is now. And especially when you look at the size of the different cities that we've seen following it. Because Mondstadt doesn't feel so small, like the, you know, Mondstadt city proper doesn't feel so small when you're starting out in the game. But after seeing Liyue Harbor and all the places in Inazuma, and then especially Sumeru, it really does drive home how just how many disasters Mondstadt has seen and how small the existing kind of infrastructure and society really is. And especially with the comparison of what it used to be. Oh, thank you.
Wow!
Very much am a plot and character driven gamer.
It looks like one of the 3 halos above has now become solid ground. Let's start looking for the next puzzle.
Let's get this waypoint real quick while we're here. Okay. There's the next one. As Venti would say, if he were in our team, wouldn't gliding be faster? Oh no, where did my wind current go when I needed it the most? Yeah, I have Venti over on my main account, and he's so useful for climbing. I tend to use Kazuha more when I'm on single player, but when I co-op with my friends, I always have Venti out because he can create those wind currents that everybody can use. I think he is the best co-op animo character. My free-to-play? Mostly. I think I spent money back when I did, when Kazuha's banner was there, because I freaking love Kazuha. And I've done, like, the Welcome Moon Battle Pass a couple times, but for the most part. Yeah, I also used to make like a lot more money from my job. So I have a chronic illness that makes it difficult for me to work a full-time job these days. But back before that, I had a bit more money from my job and was able to indulge a little bit more on video game. Let's fix our camera. Oh, you got Mona? Yeah, oh my gosh. So with Mona, I... over on my main account, I have like C4 Mona. Because every single 50-50 I've lost has been... nearly every 50-50 I've lost has been to her.
Cool it.
Oh, oops. No, we don't want to cook right now. That would be a bit silly. There it is. Here, let's just put out that fire. Oh, well, we might as well clear this out while we're here.
Come a little closer.
Windblade!
Yippee!
Is this an answer from this world?
Let's see. Oh, yeah, the standard banner, yeah. Oh yeah, you got Kazuha and Zhongli. Oh my gosh, they are. I think as somebody, oh my gosh, cooking again. As somebody who has both of them over on my main, I absolutely adore them, and I think that in terms of like quality of gameplay improvements, where is the seal for this one? Oh, I bet it's up there. In terms of like quality of gameplay improvements, I think that having at least one of the Animo boys makes a huge difference. I'm very biased towards Kazuha just because he's one of my favorite characters. But where is this? Oh, is that it? Ah, there it is. And Zhongli is just fun. Like if Noelle is a really good shield, and Geo Traveler makes the good is honestly a better platform creator than Zhongli because she can do multiple ones at a time.
Have become solid ground.
Yes.
One more and the seals at the top of the tower will be broken.
But I'm just biased towards Zhongli because I love Geo Peepaw. I love old men in games and books and films and stuff. He's just such a grandpa. Oh, we're fighting against the wind here. One of my favorite things about Zhongli is that when he's climbing or jumping or like stabbing people with his pole arm, he sounds like he's like throwing out a hip or something. He's such a grandpa. He's my favorite character. I don't know if I have like a single favorite character. I love Jean. I have Jean as like my icon on my main account, and I'm very biased towards characters who have mom energy. I also adore Zhongli. Honestly, all the archons. Venti. I think Venti's like my comfort character. If I was gonna say like a character who just always makes me smile and puts me in a good mood.
Freeze.
Oh, we're on a clock. Oh gosh, there's a timer. I did not notice the timer. Let's not dilly-dally.
Come a little closer.
Oh my gosh, I love the Wanderer.
A little.
I think the Wanderer is one of my favorite characters to date. Just in terms of his story arc. Yeah. Like, oh my gosh, I was like sobbing in tears over the whole Scaramouche Wanderer arc. Okay, puzzles are done.
It's done! Paimon thinks we should venture onward from here.
Let's just skip the climb.
I'm thinking about turning these adventures into songs after we're done.
Well, we certainly have gone through a lot recently.
Hopefully, this song will be sung for years to come by the people of Mondstadt, just like the legend of Vanessa.
I have loved that song since I was small. How are you feeling today, Honorary Knight? I am completely prepared and fully confident that we can do this.
Rest assured, I'm also completely prepared. And yes, you are so reliable, Master Jean.
Even Master Diluc accompanied us to the very end. Despite only being an accidentally involved bystander.
You shared your secret with me, and I only returned your trust to the same extent.
What about Venti?
It's freedom.
Freedom?
When you first arrived at Mondstadt, did no one tell you that Mondstadt is the city of freedom?
Amber.
She really is a child of freedom. Mondstadt is a romantic city without the reign of a king. And its citizens enjoy the most freedom amongst the 7 nations. I hope the dragon that once protected Mondstadt will soon be free too. No one should have deceived him by telling him that Mondstadt betrayed him. And no one should have told him that it was his eternal duty to protect the city. He has the right and freedom to choose his own way of life.
Venti?
Well then, traveler, may the thousands of years of wind that have blown through Mondstadt go with you. Just like the last time, I shall channel animal energy for you.
I knew it! It was your voice that I heard.
Oh, no wonder you said his voice sounds familiar.
Man, I always forget how freakishly powerful Venti actually is. Like, he's weaker than the other archons, but he still is, like, freakishly powerful before he loses his gnosis. Oh, it's time to confront Stormterror. Okay. So here's the thing, is that normally I like to have a healer or a shield in my party. However, for this stream, I have this little rule where we can't use characters until we've met them in-game. And we have not met Barbara or Noelle, so let's confront Stormterror without a shield. Alright, we can do some... Let's see. Yeah, we'll boost Diluc. We'll do some of that. You need more food, buddy. Eat some hash browns. And up our defense. Alright, we're just gonna eat a feast. And fight a dragon. Alright, Knights of Favonius plus Diluc and the Traveler. Let's go.
There are 2 shiny spots on Dvalin's back. They appear to be poisonous blood clots that have coagulated on his wounds. The Abyss Order must have cursed the wounds. That's what's corrupting Dvalin's mind. To save Dvalin, we're going to have to get rid of those blood clots. Aim for those blood clots. Dvalin is getting away, but I'm familiar with his tactics. Just hold on a bit longer.
You know, all the stress of, you know, fighting a dragon and dodging its attacks aside, this probably
I'll extract and condense the
felt
pure
very
animal from
freeing
the shots being fired.
for Lumine.
Shattering them will create acceleration currents. I can't control where they will appear, so keep your eyes peeled.
She hasn't really been able to fly this freely since she lost her wings. Oh, early mini-games. I do think from the gameplay aspect, the boss fights have definitely improved. As the game goes on. Oh god. Are we almost... Come on. Oh no. Oh no, do we need to get more wind currents? Goodness. Hey, Venti. Venti, we could use some more wind currents, please. Oh gosh. Alright, just a second, trying not to just utterly die here. Oh lord. Oh, we're just gonna take some hits. We're just gonna take some hits, and then we're gonna eat some hash browns after. Oh my gosh, this is tedious. There we go. Alright. There we go.
Fallen. I'm sorry this is hurting you. Hang. Now we can fight Dvalin on equal grounds. The grandest bard is here to help.
Yeah. Real quick. Oh, hardest boss to beat? Absolutely the Raiden Shogun. Yes.
But first, let me be clear. Even after hundreds of years without use, Dvalin's teeth and claws are still very dangerous.
Oh man, by the time that we gotta buff up some food again. By the time that we finish, I forgot there was that whole section there with the hunt. There we go. All right.
Now is our chance. Aim for the tainted blood clot on his neck.
Burn!
Come on with that sword. Oh, Dvalin.
This place is gonna collapse!
He
It's been a while since we flew like this together.
Oh.
Huh, Dvalin?
Just now. Why? Why did you not ask me to protect you like the last time?
Me not wanting you to listen to the Abyss Order doesn't mean that you have to listen to me. Freedom, if demanded of you by an archon, is really no freedom at all.
Oh, I love that line so much.
Is this the power of the animal archon? But I am no longer part of the Four Winds.
Even if that's so, you still protected us regardless. Now spread your wings of freedom and go with my blessing.
Oh.
And so, the Stormterror threat was quelled. I clarified the misunderstanding to the citizens of Mondstadt and let them know that they are safe. To them, it seems Stormterror attacked Mondstadt out of nowhere, and then vanished just as quickly. They must be finding the whole ordeal very confusing.
However, winds change their course. Someday, they will blow towards a brighter future.
You guys are back! The honorary knight returns triumphant. Yep, we're back from tussling with Dvalin.
You just returned yesterday, right? Jean got back first, and she told us all about your heroic deeds.
I wonder if I'll ever get an opportunity like that.
Oh, thanks to your referral.
That doesn't come into it. You guys deserve all the credit for how you resolved this crisis. When I brought you into the city that day, I was just doing my duty as an outrider.
You're welcome. But have you been waiting for us here this whole time?
Of course not. Just because I'm not out on the front line doesn't mean I don't have work to do. In fact, I'm dealing with the aftermath of the crisis as we speak.
Aftermath? Here? What happened in Mondstadt?
While Master Jean was away, the monsters lurking nearby made a coordinated attack on the city.
Man, Mondstadt can't catch a break.
Fortunately, we weren't completely taken by surprise. I detected the Hilly Churls were moving closer to the city a while back.
Oh yeah! Paimon remembers. When we first met, you were clearing out one of their camps.
Exactly. And if we hadn't started making preparations back then, Mondstadt would be in much greater danger by now.
Why would the Hilly Trolls do this?
I know, it's strange. Hilly Churls aren't usually capable of coordinating like this. Our best guess is that the Abyss Order is behind it.
They've taken over the Hilly Churls? Good thing we saved Dvalin, or they might have taken him too.
That's right. And since I'm the Outrider, it's up to me to keep eyes on the Abyss Order from now on. I'm sorry. You should be celebrating your victory, not listening to all this somber talk. I promised to take you out for some sticky honey roast, didn't I? Before everyone got caught up in the Stormterror crisis. There's no time like the present, right? You guys hungry?
You bet! You may have forgotten till just now, but it's been on Paimon's mind this whole time.
Awesome, let's go! It's been way too long since I last ate a sticky honey roast myself. Wait for me at Good Hunter. I'll be right there. I just have to clean up here real quick.
Ooh, Favonius Warbow. I'm gonna hold on to that for Fischl. If and when I get her. It's a really good bow for Fischl. Oh yeah, so what was my my unluckiest pull? So when the Wanderer banner was there, and it was at a time when I didn't have very much time to play, and then I also didn't really... I think he's one of the other characters I probably would have actually spent real money on to try and to make sure I got, but I didn't really have any spare money to spend on games at that time, and so I was wishing like crazy, and I finally reached the 100 wishes, and I lost it to a freaking weapon, and it was the last day on the Wanderer banner, so I couldn't... It was like an hour before the banner went away, and I lost it, and I got the Skyward Atlas, which is a good weapon, and I gave it to Hazo, but... Oh god, I was so smad. I'm really, really hoping to get him whenever he has a rerun on his banner.
What timing! Not only was Jean away right when the Hilly Trolls attacked, but Kaya had disappeared too. Luckily, the knights on hand all did an admirable job, and we successfully defended the city. I guess Kaya must have had his reasons. I mean, it's not like he would have just sat the whole thing out at the cat's tail, right? Right?
Although, I do think, if I'm going to say, worst banner pull luck is on this account, simply because I was trying to get Nahida, and I literally hit Wish 100 full hard pity. It was on Wish 100 that I finally got a 5-star. It was Diluc, which I was absolutely thrilled by, but I have so many Dories. Gosh, I think I have like C5 or 6 Dory. And I'm not fond of Dory to begin with, but even if I was, I can't really use her until I get to Sumeru. But gosh, it reached a point where I was just like, oh, not another Dory, please, anything but Dory.
Here we go. This is it. Crisis,
Cyrus.
danger, the thrill of adventure.
Oh, I love Cyrus.
Adventurers Guild. Finally, our days of rescuing kittens and finding lost puppies are over. The age of adventure is upon us. Roll up, youngsters. Join the Adventurers Guild today. In this time of great upheaval, we must rally together, take on the dragon, and save our great city of Mondstadt.
Oh, well, thank you so much for stopping by the stream for a bit. I hope you have a good night's sleep. Yeah, about that.
What? What? The Stormterror threat is resolved? I missed the acting clanmaster's speech?
Bye.
Stormterror should have put up more of a fight. We didn't get to join in.
Long live the heroes. Thank you. It's finally over. Many trade routes have closed due to the Stormterror incident. We can cope for now without fresh fruit and vegetables. But if the wine supply dries up, we're all doomed. I cannot imagine a world without wine.
Mondstadt to the core.
I hope they get the trade routes back up and running soon.
So Stormterror's true identity is Dvalin, one of the 4 winds. We never should have forgotten his past sacrifice for Mondstadt. Every cloud has a silver lining. We're fortunate that our relationship with the Dragon of the East didn't sour past the point of no return. For that, we have you to thank. And Jean for her unfailing devotion. As long as we have the Knights of Favonius, peace and freedom will prevail in Mondstadt.
Diluc, what am I to you, chopped liver?
Haven't you heard?
Kaya, hi.
Greetings. May I take your order?
Why so cold? I've always thought that we enjoy quite the intimate friendship.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there.
It seems your great battle sharpened not only your combat skills, but your wit as well. A knight after my own heart. To bask in the presence of Mondstadt's new big hero is quite the morale boost.
Such a flatterer.
And that's coming from a knight.
Sweet-talking, sugar-coated Captain Kaya.
Nonsense. I speak from the heart.
What are you doing here?
Just looking for a quiet spot to collect my thoughts.
While all the other knights are working hard to clean up after the battle?
Thinking can be an arduous task, you know. Believe me, I'd much rather be taking out the trash.
So what you thinking about then?
The Abyss Order. A dragon wreaks havoc in Mondstadt, and the acting Grand Master leaves the city to combat the threat. Strategically, that's the perfect moment for the Abyss Order to make their move. If you were the Abyss Order, would you squander this golden opportunity by sending in nothing more than a few hilly churls?
You're right. It doesn't add up.
To get to the bottom of it, I decided to wait. So I waited, and watched for their next move. Then came the day you made all hell break loose in Stormterror's lair. Just as the hilly churls' cries sounded from the city gates, that same day, I saw shadowy figures lurking in the city itself.
Inside the city?
Well, all the other knights were outside, fighting the enemy. As you can imagine, that left the inside of the city completely unguarded. Except for me, of course. And so I approached the Abyss Order infiltrators for a bit of, let's call it fraternizing. Through various means, I managed to gather some rather interesting intel. The situation is this. The Abyss Order, they are united under a single leader.
The Abyss Order has a leader?
Yes. And it was this very leader who devised the plot to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war.
What exactly did you have to do to find this out?
Let's just say I'm blessed with certain linguistic powers. There's more. The Abyss Order has a name for this leader. They call him the Prince.
Prince.
Now, I'm sorry to cut this intelligence briefing short, but I do believe I spy Amber heading this way. I think she's still angry with me for my absence from the defense effort during the attack. I'd better slip away before she notices me.
One minute I see Kaya, the next he slipped away. Clear sign of a guilty conscience.
I know, what a scoundrel. He does do a lot behind the scenes.
Are you sure? Because that sounds like exactly what he'd say to talk himself out of trouble. But let's forget about him. I worked super hard today, and my tummy's rumbling. Let's order. Hi, Sarah. 1 sticky honey roast, please. It's been getting quite busy recently. Which should I choose? So, now the Stormterror threat is behind us. What are your plans for the next step?
Paimon thinks it's time to leave Mondstadt and keep looking through the 7 nations until we find clues about her brother.
Huh, really? Oh, well, I guess this is goodbye for now.
I'll miss my Favonian family.
Hey, don't feel down. You'll always be a friend of the Knights of Avonius, and our honorary knight. Wherever you may go, and wherever the wind may blow.
Let the wind lead.
That's the spirit. Remember, Mondstadt will always welcome you. All right, now let's eat before it gets cold.
Don't worry, Amber. We got some more stuff to do around Mondstadt before we leave.
That was good. Note to Paimon, Amber's recommendations are worth the wait.
Of course. Well, I don't trust myself in the kitchen. You can always trust me with the menu. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Jean's waiting for you at the cathedral. It's something to do with the Holy Lyre de Himmel. You'd better head there now.
Oop. Oh, I love how the directions for the quest even tell you to just climb the wall instead of taking the stairs. Let's just slide on past the hotel here. Yeah, let's go meet Jean and Venti at the cathedral.
Anything the knights can do for you.
Barbara! Probably shouldn't be running inside the church. About that stolen lyre.
This is Barbara, the Deaconess of the church. She is here to retrieve the Holy Lyre to Hamil.
Oh no.
May the animal archon protect you. I'm not really in a position to speak compared to our acting Grand Master, but I still want to thank you all on behalf of all of Mondstadt for your assistance. Fortunately, everything was resolved peacefully. I can't imagine how an all-out war between the military and the dragon would have ended.
Now the Fatui have no choice but to keep their mouths shut. They must be annoyed that things didn't turn out as planned for them. This time, they even lost their best excuse to pressure the Knights of Favonius. Diplomatically speaking, they gained nothing, and on the contrary, simply proved just how vexatious they can be.
Sounds like quite the story. So, did you bring the Holy Lyre with you?
Oh no.
We cannot ask you to keep defending the lyre forever. The Seneschal has been pressing me for a while now.
Oh
Did
no.
bring it with us. It's a little... Oh, don't worry. I'm not here to collect rent. The church has always received special funding. The Holy Lyre! Oh, Theos! Even if I atoned for these sins for the rest of my life, it would still not be enough.
Oh, give it here.
How could this Holy Lyre, but how? Huh? Let Paimon see! No. I don't know how you managed to fix it, but you'll never touch the lyre again!
We, really should get going.
Oh, she has
That
no
trick I
idea.
used to repair the Holy Lyre. I mean, the magic I used isn't going to hold forever, you know.
What? Tone deaf, Bard! Hey, don't go!
Oh shit.
At last, Mondstadt's rodent ruler in the flesh. Scurrying through the streets looking for leftovers? Mondstadt calls this a god?
Resident rodent beats invasive vermin.
Don't you dare speak back to me, insolent bard. Absentee archon of Mondstadt. How impotent you've become.
That smirk you wear looks out of place. Did you steal it from your master's face?
You should have held your tongue. So, this is a gnosis. Wouldn't be caught dead wearing this ugly thing in public.
Beauty is a waste when the beholder has no taste.
Oh.
Venti!
Well, we have what we came here for. Come, before our dear Favonian friends arrive. Leave nothing for them to find.
Honorary Knight, you're awake.
Venti, is he all right?
I wouldn't say he's all right, exactly. I found you lying unconscious outside the cathedral and used my elemental powers to heal you.
That bard awakened first, but strangely, my healing powers had almost no effect on him. This is the first time I've encountered such a patient, but he just said, "It's completely normal," and then got up and left the cathedral.
He left? Already? Where'd he go?
The symbol of Mondstadt's hero. That's what he said. I wanted to stop him, but Jean, I mean, Master Jean, said to let him leave. How strange.
I think Jean understands.
Paimon remembers Venti healing under that tree before. It's probably due to the connection between Windrise and the animal archon. Master Jean has figured it out as well, but we can't tell Barbara.
Yeah, it's not your secret to tell.
The Fatui were the ones who attacked you? That's too much. Master Jean has already returned to the Knight's headquarters. She said that she will look for evidence. But she also said that if the Fatui didn't leave any traces, the Knights might find it difficult to lodge a complaint against them.
Yeah. Oh, Venti. Yeah, there he is. He really does spit out rhymes as a coping mechanism, doesn't he?
The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. I said the exact same thing last time. Why do I only say these things when I'm down on my luck?
So, what is a gnosis?
So you noticed. This isn't something I'm meant to discuss with ordinary people, but I suppose I can let you in on the secret. As you know, visions are external magical foci that only a small minority of people possess. They use these visions to channel elemental power. In truth, every wielder of a vision is one who can attain godhood and ascend to Celestia. We call such people allogenes.
Allogenes? Paimon's never heard of them before.
That's because this is a secret that only archons are privy to. We don't need primitive tools like visions. Instead, each archon has an internal magical focus that resonates directly with Celestia itself, known as a gnosis.
What about that thing hanging off your hip?
It's just a glowing glass ball I carry around to avoid suspicion.
Huh.
So who was that nasty woman who sent Paimon flying and stole your gnosis?
Her name is Signora, number 8 of the Harbingers. She and the rest of the Harbingers have been given godlike executive authority by the Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya, and with it, strength surpassing that of other mortals.
The Tsaritsa of Snezhnaya? Isn't that...
Indeed. She is one of the 7. The Tsaritsa who reigns from her winter palace, and the one person that the Fatui Harbingers all answer to. The 7 don't always get along well, but still. I never thought that she would plot to steal another Archon's gnosis.
What sort of god is the Tsaritsa?
How should I put this? 500 years ago, I knew her well, but I can't say the same is true now. You see, a certain catastrophe happened 500 years ago, and after that, she cut off all ties with me. But we can save discussion of the Cryo-Archon and the Fatui for another day. If you seek the rest of the 7, many difficulties lie ahead of you still. You should head for Mondstadt's neighboring nation of Liyue. The Geo-Archon who reigns there, unlike me, administrates his entire region personally. He only descends once every year to give his divine predictions, which set the direction for Liyue for the rest of that year.
Even so, it sounds like he works much harder than a certain someone.
Oh, just you wait, Paimon. He is getting the worst work burnout of the millennia.
In any case, this year's Rite of Dissension is soon to begin. If you miss it, you'll just have to wait another year.
What? Oh, why didn't you tell us before? Well, then bye. We're going.
One moment, Windborn Outlander.
You mean me?
Yep. Traveler, as you set off on your journey once again, you must remember that the journey itself has meaning. The birds of Teyvat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of your journey. The destination is not everything. So before you reach the end, keep your eyes open. Use the chance to take in the world around you.
Venti.
Great. So, that's that for the Animo Archon's admonishments. Back to Venti time. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
About Dvalin.
Up till the end, Dvalin remembered his duty as one of the Four Winds. As such, I don't intend to forcibly strip him of that duty and force my ideals of freedom onto him. I just hope that Dvalin will be able to choose for himself and understand what freedom is. Before I became an Archon, I too was taught the meaning of freedom in this way by a friend.
Oh.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
About the Abyss Order.
Kaya shared some new intelligence, you say? Oh, I see. So, the Abyss Order has a prince who orchestrated the plan to corrupt Dvalin? They were probably trying to turn Dvalin into a weapon of war for the Abyss. But that said, I have never heard of any such prince of the Abyss Order.
Not an Abyss Order tradition, then.
I think so, too. Apparently. But how does a prince come out of nowhere and take command over the entire Abyss Order? If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard
That Fatui lady didn't hang around, did she? She just grabbed your gnosis and left?
Senora.
She wanted to avoid any eyewitnesses from the Knights of Favonius. The slightest slip-up here would have destroyed the Fatui's diplomatic relations with the Knights.
So they're just gonna keep acting like Mondstadt's allies as if nothing happened?
If only the Seven Nations had banded together against the Abyss Order in the first place. The Fatui possess the strongest military among the Seven Nations, yet they've used it to steal the Holy Lyre, covet the power of gods, and use Dvalin as a bargaining chip against the Knights.
Speaking of the Lyre, didn't Diluc say something like this before? He said that the Fatui can only run amok across the Seven Nations and threaten the Knights because of the Harbingers.
Yes. As I said earlier, the Cryo-Archon has given them authority and strength beyond that of other mortals. The Tsaritsa... I haven't seen her in 500 years. What is she thinking? What's her plan? Whatever the answer is, I have a feeling it's only going to make your search for the Seven all the more difficult. If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a sync. As I said before, vision wielders are known as allogenes and may ascend to Celestia. A gnosis is a higher-order nexus of elemental manipulation and is emblematic of an Archon's status as one of the Seven. But as for which of the Seven took your brother... I'm sorry, I don't know. Wait, as one of the Seven, I'm not clear of suspicion yet either, am I?
You don't look like a god at all.
Hang on a hot second. Tone Deaf Bard is just one of Barbados' many incarnations. Who's to say that...
We've known you long enough to trust you.
We're a great team indeed. Say, once you find your brother, how would you like to become one of the new Four Winds?
Perhaps.
You don't seem too into it. Hey, Tone Deaf Bard, if being one of the Four Winds means free food, you can consider Paimon.
If you want to chat, now's the time. A bard stays not always in a single climb.
There's nothing else.
Well then, best be off to Lille. If the dissension ritual you fail to tally, then another year you must dally.
Oh, man. And that is the end of the first main Mondstadt quest. Oh. I just am so obsessed with that line. Like, freedom, if demanded of you by an archon, is no freedom at all. I love Venti so much. Genuinely one of my favorite characters in the entire game. Oh, poor boy. I just am so relieved still, even going on a replay, that Dvalin is okay. Because Venti has lost so many friends over the years. And Dvalin is one of the few who's still around. It's kind of similar to what like the Adepti are to Zhongli. And all the Archons are to each other. It's like when you live that long, you really start to hold on to those friendships with the people who, as Zhongli will put it, can share in the memory. All right. Well, we still have a little bit of time on this stream. And so... Wait, involved in another quest. Okay, we'll deal with that later. All right, we have some Mondstadt quests we can do. Now, we've been waiting to do the Lisa one. I think we are gonna go do Lisa's story quest, I think, and then we're gonna call it a day. Oh, and real quick, let's see. Hey, Ellen. Do a little daily commission real quick. And talk to Ellen, the wannabe knight. Ugh, what a headache. What am I supposed to do about this? What are you up to? Practicing for the Knights of Favonius tryouts. Ugh, but I'm nowhere near as powerful as Jean. I think it's better for me to focus on technique rather than power. For example, I was thinking of how to break all these wooden dummies in one fell swoop. If you're at the loose end, fancy helping me think about how to tackle it? How about we give it a go together? You like team combat then? Alright, for some. Always someone to help you out. For people like me, the best I can do is try and hold my own as a lone fighter. If only I had a bigger weapon or some powerful elemental abilities like Jean, breaking all these wooden dummies would probably be a piece of cake.
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
I wonder if we can do this, like, with just a sword.
Shame. Didn't manage...
Yeah, I don't...
How can I smash all these training dummies at once?
I'm so sorry, Ellen. You will not be able to do this.
Shame.
Oh, that didn't... I didn't angle it right?
How can I smash all these training dummies at once? So that's how to do it. I'm impressed.
Ellen, I'm so sorry. That requires a vision or some sort of elemental power. Nailed it! Huh. Never even thought of trying that. Thanks. I'm gonna try it myself now. You won't... I'm so sorry, babe. You won't be able to. Alright. Alright, on to Lisa at the library. Lisa! Hi!
If you're borrowing a book, please register it in the log. The restricted section is currently not lending any books. Oh, it's you, little cutie. It's so good to see you. More refreshing than a strong cup of tea in the afternoon.
Clearly you're meant to be working, but you don't seem to have your heart in it at all.
I mean, other than Jean, who really works that earnestly anyway?
I do feel sorry for Jean always working so hard.
So, did you have something you needed? Or did you just come to see me?
No, I don't think I had anything specific in mind.
Nothing specific? You must just be here to see me then. Okay, I won't tease you any further.
So, Miss Librarian, got any books to recommend?
Recommended books. Sadly, everything I'd personally recommend is all in the restricted section, which we're not currently lending out.
What's with your ominous tone?
Oh, right. Would you be interested in checking out the Devat travel guide? I think it would be quite helpful for you as travelers here.
Ooh, sounds like it could be helpful.
Yeah, that's what she just said, Paimon.
Do you think we could take a peek?
I suppose I can try to find you a copy from the list.
Isn't this Lisa's job? What does she mean, I suppose?
Oh dear, that's unfortunate. Our copy is currently being borrowed. That said, it is now overdue. Come to think of it, quite a few of our books are now overdue. I really wish people would just return their books on time.
Whoa, is Paimon imagining things, or does the air in here suddenly feel a lot more electrified?
Giving me goosebumps.
Such a pain. I'm going out to bring those unreturned books back. If you'd rather get your hands on that copy of the Tevat travel guide sooner, you'd better come with me.
Lisa seems really scary right now. Paimon thinks it would be best if you answer her.
Oh, yes. Yes!
You really are such a considerate cutie. Let's see. First, we can go to the souvenir shop. It's called With Wind Comes Glory. So let's meet there shortly.
One would be wise to fear the wrath of a librarian.
Cutie, you're here. Let's begin, shall we?
Marjorie, regarding the book you borrowed.
Hello, Marjorie. Any exciting new items in stock? Why so surprised? Today is such a special day. It's only natural that I'd want a souvenir to remember it by.
This is just an ordinary day.
So it is. In that case, I declare this the day of my life I wish I could get back, because I spent my first ever outing with someone taking them on an annoying errand.
Don't you think that's a bit long?
Well, if it's a souvenir you're after, you're in the right place. I'm sure you'll find something that strikes your fancy, Lisa. Or you could let your new friend pick something out for you. Make it more of an occasion.
Yes, yes! Let us pick!
All right, then.
Take a look around. There's sure to be something she'll love.
Ooh, a ragged old scroll. Or what's the mystery something?
Take a look around. There's sure to be something.
All right. Ragged old scroll.
This is a historical relic retrieved from some ruins by one of the Adventurers Guild. Sure, there's a bit of wear and tear, but this thing in the painting must be well over 1,000 years old. Though it doesn't make much sense to me.
My goodness! This is one of the 3 lost scrolls that make up the Northern Border Wind investigation. What is it doing here?
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Yep, I'm sure.
My. You clearly know a treasure when you see it. This is a work of unparalleled significance for the research of ancient people's understanding of the elements. I will gladly accept it. Goodness, is that the time? Marjorie, one last thing. About the legend of Vanessa.
Oh, so you're a fan of the gallant Lady Vanessa too? Why didn't you say so? I have all sorts of items I could recommend. For example, this lion's tooth pendant with Vanessa's name carved into it. It was once a medal awarded to a knight by the great lady herself.
The library book you borrowed?
Oh my goodness. I do apologize. I got so excited when you mentioned Vanessa. I didn't know that book was overdue, even though I take it with me everywhere. I can't believe I didn't put two and two together as soon as I saw you here. Here you go.
Well, since you look up to Lady Vanessa so very much, please be more punctual next time.
Yes, Lisa. I will be, Lisa.
Let's go and find the next overdue book.
Which should I choose?
Yuri, excuse me, Yuri.
It's been getting quite busy recently. Welcome to Good Hunter. Table for two?
3!
Oh, my apologies. Please sit wherever you like, and call me over once you're ready to order.
So we're gonna eat first and bring up the book situation later?
Why, of course. The stress of work really takes the pleasure out of eating, don't you think?
Work is that bad, huh?
What does Lisa like to eat? She's been here a few times with Master Jean for afternoon tea before. I think she normally orders something vegetarian. A lady tends to eat cautiously on account of her physique, after all. On that note, I should probably be watching my own diet a little more.
Lisa Jean dates confirmed. Let's see, no spaghetti. Her favorite thing is spaghetti. I have the benefit of having played this game before. So let's go with some fisherman's toast. Oh wait, no, I just need to talk to Lisa to do it. All right.
Why don't you order us something, cutie? I'm ever so...
Steak. Radish veggie soup.
I imagine
Let's
that making a
nice.
good vegetable soup takes good quality ingredients, cooked in the right order, at the right heat, for the right length of time. At least, those are the principles that apply when one is making potions. But from what I've heard, soup making was a popular pastime among the witches of the past.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Finished ordering? Sit here. Let's dine together. A fine choice. I'm pleasantly surprised. A truly enchanting dish. Certainly a good fit for a witch. I am simply brimming with elemental energy after that.
Paimon's so full.
Time is getting on. I suppose I should carry on with this ghastly thing called work. Let's have a little chat with Sarah about her library book.
Would you like to order something else?
No, thank you. We're quite satisfied. But I'm afraid I must ask you about the boar princess.
The boar brisket? I'm sorry. I think we took that off the menu.
Oh, okay. Way to be willful or ignorant, Sarah.
She means the book you borrowed.
Oh, of course. I came straight to the restaurant after I borrowed it and completely forgotten that I even had it. I'm so sorry, Lisa. I will bring it to the library myself as soon as I finish work.
Okay then. But make sure you don't forget this time. Right. On to our next stop then, cutie.
Come take a look. There will definitely definitely be something that can
Like, Jean may be mom, but Lisa is mommy.
Moon pie. That's what I'll make tonight.
Oh gosh. Hi,
This is
Diluc
our
simp.
final call for the day.
Welcome. Couples are our specialty. Let me know what you'd like and I'll wrap them up nicely for you.
Ah, yes. Now, which book was it that has the line, "A date without flowers is a date without romance"?
I can't make her say milady. I can't. No idea which book. Never even heard the line before.
Take the hint.
Oh, we're being willfully ignorant, Paimon. We learned something from Sarah.
Never mind. Your ignorance is somehow rather adorable.
Since you're here and Lisa is here and this is a flower shop, you might as well get a bunch of flowers, right? It only makes sense.
Some flowers for Miss Lisa? What would you like?
Ooh, mist flowers are probably good because they can be used in potions. But dandelions might remind her of Jean.
Dandelions are one of our classics, and a personal favorite of Miss Flora, the shop owner. I know what you're thinking. Most flower shops don't sell dandelions. They're a nuisance to care for. Perhaps Miss Flora likes the sense of floating away to a faraway land that the dandelion evokes. Come to think of it, Miss Flora herself gives people the same impression.
You sure? Can't change again once you've made your mind up.
Some flowers for Miss Lisa?
I do think that she probably
Mist
liked the mist
flowers?
flowers better.
Over there in the corner. But don't touch them with your bare hands. You'll get frostbite.
Because they're good in potions.
You want them? You're sure? What an unusual choice. It's just that Lisa seems to use Electro quite a lot. Things could get a little bit dangerous.
You sure? Can't change again once you've...
Yes.
Huh? These flowers are saturated with cryo energy.
No,
they could
you
be
can use
very
them in
dangerous for me.
potions.
Don't you know what happens when cryo meets electro? You certainly haven't been doing your homework. Meet me at the library after work, and I will give you some training on elemental reactions. If you still find it hard to memorize, maybe I'll have to give you a little taste of what it feels like to superconduct. Okay, time to get back to business. Donna, do you know why we're here?
Back to business? My business is selling flowers.
Selling flowers and simping for Diluc.
Once again, we see a total lack of respect for literature. The Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies. Ring a bell?
Oh, yes. Well, what happened was...
Oh my gosh. I love how everyone, when confronted with Lisa reminding them they have an overdue book, is to put up their hands in defensive position.
Oh no. What am I gonna do?
What happened?
I lost the book. A while back, I realized it was almost due, and I was getting ready to bring it back to the library. But I couldn't find it anywhere. I looked for days, but nothing. It's like somebody stole it. It should have been there, on my bedside table, right where I left it.
Uh-oh. That Lisa does some crazy things when she gets mad.
I heard that. Well, if it really was stolen, Donna's done nothing wrong. The blame lies with the book thief. And their punishment will be 10 times worse than stealing my book.
Like Paimon said, totally crazy.
How do we find the lost book, though?
Oh, don't worry about that. As long as I remain librarian, not a single book will go missing for good. I put a unique elemental marker on each book. Our thief will have left a nice set of clues for us to follow.
When did Lisa start taking her job so seriously? Paimon always thought she was a total slacker.
Oh, she is no slacker when it comes to books, Paimon.
Hey, sweetie. I've heard your elemental sensitivity is very strong. Why not see what you can do?
Elemental sensitivity? Oh, Paimon's
Will do. Aha! Now what's that?
Looking at the elemental traces, it does seem likely that the book was stolen.
So Donna didn't do anything wrong after all.
It's not from the restricted section, so it's hardly a book worth stealing. Whoever wanted this book so badly had a strange fixation indeed.
So what do we do now?
The elemental traces are very faint, but I can tell that the thief took it beyond the city walls. You must see it too, right, cutie? Let's follow the trail and have a look where our thief was headed, shall we?
Yeah. Let's take a look over here. Aha!
The elemental traces are strong here, but it seems our thief did not stay for long. The trail keeps going. Let's keep looking.
Oh, I think we gotta go up this little ledge here. Ooh, Hilly Trail camp. Did the Hilly Trails borrow the book? Okay, let's see if we can we get in without disturbing them?
It's further than I thought.
Yes.
Quite the intrepid explorer, our little thief.
Maybe we frightened the turtle back inside his shell.
Goodness, they certainly took this book a long ways away. Defeat all opponents and tear down the towers? No, I don't think I will. Star Snatch Cliff, huh? Aha.
It must be nearby. Using elemental sight, you can even detect magic. Follow the flow of magic to find the book.
Will do. Yes, ma'am. Aha. Here we go.
The thief lives inside ruins? Mondstadt people do have some strange quirks.
Please do not jump to such a preposterous conclusion about the living habits of Mondstadt's residents. This seems far more likely to be the work of some none too friendly troublemakers.
Hilly Trails? The Abyss Order or the Adventurers Guild? Yeah, absolutely. It's the Hilly Trail Book Club.
Stealing books is hardly the Hilly Trail style.
Don't judge, Lisa.
All they would use books for is to keep their campfire going anyway.
You don't know that.
This is more likely to be the Abyss Order's doing. They do seem to have a way of slipping in and out of places like ghosts, after all. Also, there's an elemental seal at the entrance. It looks like the result of an Abyss mage's magic.
A seal? How are we gonna break it? Is this gonna turn into another huge ordeal?
Not to worry. If you think a little magic can keep me out, think again.
Why is that?
Come on.
Whoa! So this is what Lisa's like when she's hard at work.
So Beto's voice actress does call Beto Electro Mommy, and I think Beto has a claim to that title, but, you know, Lisa's a close runner-up. Oh, we can
Wish
get
me luck.
Barbara in our team now. Yeah. We can get some nice superconduct and freeze reactions here.
It's so much bigger in here than Paimon thought. Do we really have to go all the way inside?
If you borrow a book, you have to return it. There will be no exceptions.
Wait, what's our... Okay. So I was worried for a second that the trial Lisa might have been weaker than my character built Lisa, but we are all good. Dang, there are lasers for days in here. There we go. Sorry, Amber, there's a new gliding champion of Mondstadt in town. Oh, I bet I need to electrify these.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's get those electric currents going. Oh.
Hit.
Ooh, we can do that. Ooh, spikes. Ooh. All right.
Come a little closer. Yep.
And up we go. Aha. Yes, raw meat sitting in a crate in some abandoned ruins. Sign me up.
You're in for a little shock.
Cool it.
No potato? Ooh. Meat? More meat? Let's see what we've got in all these crates. Radishes, cabbages. Oh, we are eating well tonight with all of this probably deeply rotted and expired food. I don't know, maybe the elements
Come a little closer.
keep them fresh.
You've been a naughty boy.
Man,
Surrender and
she's
be
cool.
gentle.
Oh, so sorry.
Windblade.
You know, I probably should have brought Amber or Diluc instead of Kaya and Barbara here, huh? Well, we're here now. Oh, stop. Rude. Stop electrocuting me. You rude, rude, rude little slime.
You're in for a little shock.
You sure are in for a little shock. Oh, but there's more.
Look! It's an abyss mage! Lisa was spot on!
Yep, and I sure brought the wrong team into this domain. It's alright, it's alright. Lisa's got this. Mondstadt's Electro Mommy got this.
Come on.
All right.
You're in for a little shock.
Dodge this!
Now, there we go. That's more like it.
How did you find this place? It's so well hidden.
I have no interest in finding out where you little rascals hide yourselves away, but I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the proper manner? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just want the book? I was unaware that anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden inside this book.
I'm sorry?
Who are you?
The librarian, although I believe that should be quite clear already. Return the book. This is an ultimatum.
Since you insist on concealing your identity, I have all the less reason to give you that book. After all, it contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing? Such concentrated elemental power! Please don't!
Oh god! Lisa is so terrifying.
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line.
A little punishment?
This is why I call it troublesome work. We'll just need to find the book ourselves. It should be around here somewhere.
I do like to think that the book doesn't actually have any like arcane secrets in it, and that abyss mage just was bored and wanted to read the book and use that as an excuse.
It's the Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies! Paimon remembers that name! Is this the one you were looking for?
That's the one. It's a good thing it isn't damaged. Otherwise...
Otherwise what? Are you telling me you have even more crazy punishments up your sleeve?
I would have probably have needed to dish out a little taste of one of my potions in that case. Then again, as I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only reason I would let the average citizen borrow it in the first place. And it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties, save for the markings I put on it.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
So why did the Abyss order?
As far as my duties as a librarian go, my troublesome work is finished. Since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it?
What's the, due date?
There's no time limit for you. I will register you as custodian rather than borrower. This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Exclusive privilege? Why does Paimon feel this is just your sneaky way of offloading your troublesome work onto someone else?
Excuse me? Are you in some way dissatisfied with my work?
No, ma'am.
Good. You're amenable to reason then. I do wish I could keep you by my side as my personal assistant. My work here is done. I'm going back. Don't forget to register at the library when you have a spare moment.
Ooh, into a bush we go. And it is raining. Off to the Knights of Favonius Library we go.
You've returned. The paperwork is done. You are now the custodian of this book.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. But Paimon forgetting something.
The Teyvat travel guide.
Look, over there on the shelf. Isn't that the Teyvat travel guide? And look how many copies there are.
The Teyvat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the library's formal collection.
Oh.
Take one. Consider it your compensation for being Lisa's little helper today. With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull than usual.
The Teyvat travel guide was just bait to get us to do a day's work.
I hadn't anticipated that a few routine returns inquiries would take us out of the city, let alone down into some underground ruins. As compensation for dragging you into all this bother, take these souvenirs.
Wow! Lisa went and bought us some special souvenirs.
In fact, they were intended for our next outing. But never mind. We can discuss next time's activity when the time comes. I hope you are looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's get that Teyvat travel guide. All right. Well, folks, that is where we are ending today's stream. Thank you so much to those who joined for the stream. And if you are watching the recording of this stream on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe for more content like this, and also not like this. You can also find me over at Twitch at the Inkwellian Adventure Guild, where we stream on, my best friend and I stream other games on co-op on Fridays from 3 to 5 p.m. PST. And if you are interested in Mondstadt's books, literature, and the like, I do have a series over on my main YouTube channel where I am making audiobook versions of the literature of Teyvat, which is my audiobooks of Teyvat series. Currently has, let's see when this will be coming out. It'll have, I believe, 3 entries, 2 or 3, depending on when I get this uploaded. And I'm updating that one weekly, so you can go ahead and check that out. All right. So I hope that you all had a fun time joining me on this Mondstadt adventure. Next week, we'll be streaming again at the same time, and before we head off to Liyue for the Rite of Dissension, we are actually going to be working through some of these Mondstadt quests here before we head off to our next stop on our journey through the 7 nations of Teyvat. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.